Manning steps up in the pocket, makes a move, and he'll be tackled at the line of scrimmage. Ohio State squeezing him. Atkinson there to finish off the play.
Transfers, and now you're going to get that pressure from a guy that came in the transfer portal, Bo Atkinson from North Carolina. Good pressure right there from 14, and he's able to just flush Manning from the pocket, who's got to hold on to that football.
Third down conversions. They need 10 here. Manning stepping up, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Arvell Reese. Goon Squad.
It's a great little move right here. Watch Arvell Reese. He's going to turn his eyes out here as if he's going to drop in coverage, and then he goes on the stunt or the delay blitz right there from his linebacker position. That's a little...
7. Baxter in the backfield. They give it to him. He jitterbugs and crosses the line of scrimmage. Stopped by Arvell Reese. A gain of 2. Field with Manning. Arch straight ahead with wiggle, and he'll get inside the Ohio State 5 as he gains 5. Arvell Reese with the tackle.
Howard there to greet him, smiles all around.
Thank you, Jenny. 2nd down and 4. Another running play. Texas close to the first down. But how about saying that was his 2nd career touchdown? First down at the 30. Play fake. Manning dumps it down. He finds his tight end. Injuries. And he'll pick up big-time yardage, first down, and more. 14-yard gain.
There we go.
They've been close. Manning, straight-ahead run. Trying to fight forward, and does. 4-yard gain.
Great start. Bigger test today, though.
Oh, my goodness. Swarming defense. No gain, brings up 3rd down. Here's the handoff up the middle, and a gain of 4. Peyton Pierce with another tackle.
Play. But look at all the communication here. There's Pierce, there's Reese. I believe that was Caleb Downs on the right side of your screen. That was what was so impressive. You know, week 1 to run all the exotic.
He sets up the bubble screen. Nice catch. Good blocking in front out across the 30-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down. Tylon Williams with a reception.
This is a really nice play with Ohio State bringing the pressure. You see number 3, Lorenzo Styles, nickel pressure once again. And T-Set feels that and throws into the pressure. Gets the ball out quick, so there is no sack potential. And now they get into a 3rd and manageable.
From the 1-yard line for Grambling State. Handoff up the middle. Andre Cruz wrapped up by Peyton Pierce. Short to play in this first half. T-Set to pass again. T-Set running out of time. He's going to run. He's got some space and finally slides down for a first down for Grambling State.
Parker Navarro only 1 out of 2 for 1 yard so far. Little planned rollout. And now he's 1 for 3. That ball knocked down to the last minute by linebacker Arvell Reese.
It out. These are the games Ohio State plays before the snap.
Bangura, nothing up the middle. And Navarro will be in a tough spot against this defense. No gain. Third and 10. Little shovel pass to a tight end. He's got work to do, and he won't get there. Nowhere close. Needed 10. He got 2. And on.
But yeah, I'm sure that bothered him.
They don't have a lot of transfers on defense, but first action of this year. Up the middle. Duncan Broom from Germany, their second back to Bangura, picks up 3.
Drop into a different coverage.
Format rush, quarterback draw. Nice tackle there before he got to the 25.
Let the clock go down.
2nd down 3. Navarro keeps it, and he'll get the first. He's providing down that line to make that play. 2nd and long. Navarro in trouble. Can't escape. Back-to-back negative plays. That one lost 3. Arvell Reese from his linebacker spot came in.
From my days working in New England or knowing Matty Patricia, they are very conscious of scrambling quarterbacks to the point of they're not going to let a guy win the game that way. They're going to have a plan. They don't rush upfield, and they
need to get to the 47.
Four-man rush, spins out. Lets it go, knockdown. Arvell Reese again made that play. Carried into the end zone. Called a touchdown for Kenyatta Jackson.
The rule on the field is a fumble with a touchdown.
All right.
Okay, that's not even close.
No, please, come on. We got to be better than that.
Okay.
Either way, you see the play there.
After further discussion, the ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. It's fourth down at the 35-yard line.
Now you see, look at Arvell Reese, right? This is what we have talked about all night. New England, Bill Belichick is famous for, we're not going to...
And he had a great ease and happiness to him. They run up the middle, not much there. They pick up a couple to bring third down. You run the... Up the middle. Oh, they have been consistently trying that, Chris, to no avail.
Yeah, it's all...
Trouble with the snap. Now he's got to keep it. Seen that so many times tonight, Chris. He just throws it away to avoid a sack.
Yep.
Fair look.
They'll try Coleman on the first carry, and Jonah gets about 8.
He's off to play that defensive end spot, and they run right at him. And you can see the quickness he has.
Last week. And they'll give it to him again. He's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Arvell Reese makes the tackle. Fakes it to Coleman. Williams throws short. Complete. And it's going to be first and goal to Quentin Moore, the tight end.
It's a cross, very simple play, extension of the run game. That's the first pass reception for a tight end other than DeGraff.
And it sets him up just shaded inside. All right, Denzel's in the slot. Williams is looking that way. Now he's going to take off. And he's not going to get anything out of that.
Well, the Washington defense in there. Let's see what Ohio State does in the secondary. They're playing man-to-man. They're doubling the inside slot to the middle of the field. I would have liked to have lofted that one up into the end zone. Maybe you get an interference call.
Buckeyes 30. Williams fires wide open. And it's the tight end, DeGraff, and he's still going all the way to the 6-yard line.
Cam Davis, the back in for Taylor. Third throw for Lindsey is another completion over the middle. Back to Jalen Smith.
Those kind of plays.
Lindsey, Ohio State brings 4. He got rid of it in time. It's knocked away. Tight coverage by Lorenzo Styles and a 3-and-out for the Gophers.
Arvell Reese. Watch Reese, number 8, come inside, and he's going to force this throw to happen before Drake Lindsey wanted to. Nice inside move. He's not picked up. Ball has to come out. And tight coverage by Lorenzo Styles down the field.
Redshirt sophomore. First down from the 35. Handoff. There is Taylor. Yep, gains 5 yards. He had gained 1 on his... Taylor's got the rock. And Taylor is going to set up 3rd and short for this Minnesota offense for their first sack of the game. King Curry had 3 by himself last week. Here he comes around the edge, and there goes the first sack. Arvell Reese cleans it up in the backfield. 4th and forever.
With the initial pressure. Normally he's a defensive end, but on 3rd and long they move him inside. It's a good rush also by the transfer from North Carolina, Bo Atkinson.
Altmaier, another quick strike to the far side. This time it's Beatty. Hank Beatty coming off a mile. First down to 10 of the 26. Altmaier near side. Beatty turns it up with space. And he'll gain 8 yards. First down at the 20. Altmaier near side throw. Clement. And he'll get to the 16. A gain of 4. At the bottom of your screen. Here comes the pressure. And Ohio State gets to him. Kenyatta Jackson, Arvell Reese.
Your guy, Arvell Reese, right through the tackle, just shoves him into the lap of Luke Altmaier, and it's a party in the backfield with Kenyatta Jackson and Arvell Reese.
Altmaier out of the shotgun. Altmaier over the middle, and a nice ball. Nice catch, Hank Beatty again. 9. fake it. With some room, dragged down by Arvell Reese.
Best linebacker core in the country.
3rd down and 1. And Illinois will not get it. That's because guess who? Arvell Reese.
He is so fast.
And big. Can you imagine if he was chasing you, Joel?
No, that's an immediate slide as he's chasing me down with his 4.5 40 time. Benches 410 pounds at 243. An emotional win.
1st and 10 at the 29. Altmaier, guess who? Arvell Reese.
It up. So here's Arvell Reese, and he's going to be blitzing right here. Downs comes up the back. I'll tell you, that's a business decision from the back. Do you see the back? He was like, all right, which guy am I taking?
Not number 8.
I'll take number 2. And Luke Altmaier's like, really? You're going to leave me number 8?
In the shutout loss to Iowa last week. They keep it on the ground and maybe 2 yards for Dylan Jones. It's going to bring up a 3rd down right up from the 26-yard line. And going to be a loss of 2 on this for Dylan Jones.
He's one of the top linebackers, not just at Ohio State in the Big Ten, but all of college football. Matt Patricia has found his chef. 6 guys that are rotated in there.
McDonald's a second team mid-season All-American, the guy that had to sit out of play. And diving for the 1st down, Lance Mason's got it.
The quarterback has somebody to get the ball to.
Lance came over the transfer portal from Missouri State. And that's his 19th receiver. Simmons in the gun, back to throw, pressure coming, down he goes.
See, that's the one where you would really love him to just get rid of the ball.
Hunter Simmons brought down.
And that's the lack of experience from Hunter Simmons. He came in here as a 3-year transfer from Southern Illinois, but did not play a lot of games. And this
Arvell Reese.
Yeah, this time, this is a quarterback sack, if you ask me, okay? 1st and 10 call.
The player out of the backfield. Simmons looking that way, getting some trouble, throws sidearm.
Right here, he knew it was man-to-man coverage. Underneath, 2 free safeties deep. And he, you know what, he was careful there.
Play a huge piece in today's game.
On 2nd down and 4. And Penn State running it. Arvell Reese stops Katron Allen, tackles him for a loss. Field. And they'll run it. Looking for that 1st down. Katron Allen will not get it. He gains 3 on 3rd down and 6. So now Grambling hands it off. Katron Allen runs into a pile and gains a yard. Grambling off his back foot, under pressure, and he just has to get it away. But he had red jerseys chasing him, most notably Arvell Reese.
Well, here's Reese right here, and you're going to see this pressure. He looks like he's lined up in coverage, and then he's going to come on a rush around the edge, and he just outrushes Drew Shelton, the tackle. Just beats him with speed, doesn't run past the quarterback, and then
here comes a blitz. Grambling underneath, nice toss. Devontae Ross ran a great route, and it's a 1st down for the Nittany Lions.
Those vacated routes. Some contact there, but in the route structure, that's not going to be called. They go to a gimmick, and it's 2nd and 1.
Clifford in as the Wildcat quarterback on 2nd and 10. No gain on this play. Allen in the backfield. They give it to him, and he's dragged down from behind. Will Smith, the pistol back. Singleton straight ahead, and he'll get inside the Ohio State 5. Arvell Reese with the tackle. Is there a completion for Grambling? 3rd down and 5. Grambling looking, nobody there, delivers, and it's Ross. Nice turn. Grambling. Here comes the pressure. Arvell Reese.
Explosiveness of Arvell Reese right here to get around the edge, and he just beats the tackle. Drew Shelton knocks his hands down, gets to the quarterback immediately. There is no chance for Grambling right there. Doesn't run past him. He just tracks him down and brings him down to the passing game down the field.
1st down and 10 at the 25. And Grunkemeyer to Singleton, who's ambushed before he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles.
Reese, so he's just right in the middle of the field. Here's your middle linebacker. And so he sees Singleton, and then he just closes it down, and there's nowhere to go. The recognition, obviously, eyes in the backfield. He sees number 10 slide out for the screen, and there he is. You know, very smart player, but then again, it's the athleticism and physicality that
defense today. Grunkemeyer sprints out, delivers, and it's Ross. He gets upfield. Reese again with the tackle. Third down and 7 at the 28. Penn State 6 of 11 on third down conversions. Here's some trickery. Grunkemeyer not very good. Kenyatta Jackson Reese with another tackle for a loss. A flag on the play.
Yeah, they had 2.
So that'll make it 4th down and 21 as they lose 14. Grunkemeyer underneath. That worked earlier, not this time for Katron Allen. He gets 2.
Nice scrimmage to the Buckeyes. Singleton's going to keep. Singleton brought down from behind. Great pursuit by Edric Houston. 4th down coming up.
But it just doesn't matter. You see him run straight through the gap, right over the right guard, Hank Purvis, and word to the wise.
Taking the direct snap.
Michigan State transfer, and he's patient, pushing. Looks like he's going to have enough. Gets it across the 35 to the 36. And the first down of the game for UCLA.
They're at our same hotel, and he said, you know, we're going to have to be creative with our run game, which means we're going to mix in Wildcat, and we'll use 2 backs in the backfield.
Yamalayava has stepped up as a great leader. Looking to do the same despite not playing today. Anthony Wood shakes free and then delivers a little bit of extra pain across the 35 to the 39. That's a 3rd and 22. Conservative running play. Anthony Woods stood up at the 30 by Arvell Reese.
Arvell Reese is one of those guys, number 8. I mean, he is shooting up the draft boards. 6'3", 240, long arm, can run. Excellent job taking on the block of the tackle, disengaging, and then flying to the football.
And they snap it. Raymond breaks it back, and he won't get it.
Well, first the defensive line does a great job forming a wall, and then you've got all the flow from the linebackers in second level, and they're right there. McLean comes up to clean things up with Arvell Reese.
And Custer looking to get outside. He will not. Great pursuit by the Ohio State defense. Arvell Reese. That's a loss of 5. He played for Michigan. Underwood in trouble, dumps it off, and Arvell Reese is there to just level Cusdall.
Well, here's Arvell Reese, and he's just reading. He's just dropped back in zone. He sees Cusdall coming out of the backfield. Nobody.
Mendoza, delayed handoff. Hemby. And Roman Hemby. Mendoza, play fake. Looks backside. Dances. Pulls it back. Rolls out. And gets rid of it. Great coverage by the Ohio State secondary. Here's their second chance. Mendoza rolling, and he gets rid of it. Great defense by the Buckeyes. Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese.
And to watch Arvell Reese, he starts all the way over here, and he's the one that's finally going to get the pressure on Mendoza. Watch him close, lightning fast. This guy is huge and fast, 6'4", 243 pounds, and he closes on Mendoza, who has no choice.
On the movement, getting in the backfield, making the play.
Back to the air on 2nd down and long. Again, dumping it off, and it's through the hands of Mark Fletcher. Wildcat, the Malley Cat as they call it, Malachi Tony running it that time inside the 25 down to the 23. Tony just now he motions out, back looking that way. Tony caught it, fumbled the ball. Tony picks it up, and he's tackled short of the line to gain. A catch, fumble, recovery.
A heads-up play by Malachi Tony because Caleb Downs dislodges the football
perfect bounce, and Tony's back on top.
Play clock down to 5. Beck from the pocket in trouble. Gets rid of it high and incomplete. Going for Lofton. It's 4th down and 5.
It's the initial hit, and it's Arvell Reese playing spy. Closes on the football and gets the big shot on Carson Beck. Huge step.
Trying to get there and hang on and upset the Buckeyes. Pressure coming. Beck steps up, saves it, runs. And Beck wrapped up and thrown down by Arvell Reese at the 44. Bring it up 3rd down.